Hello YouTube, and welcome to my video review of the Bohemian Rhapsody, the original soundtrack record store day picture disc release. This particular release is the UK European version, catalogue number 06025679887762. And this particular release is a re-release of the soundtrack that came out on vinyl in February of this year. Exactly the same design as the previous one, but this time, instead of black vinyl, the album comes on 2 picture discs. Now, as you can see, the discs are in these plastic sleeves, and on the A sides of both discs is the same design of Rami Malek doing a Freddie Mercury impression. And then on the B sides, you have on disc 1 4 images of the original Queen band members. So these are not from stills from the film, posing in playing their instruments live. And then this is a promotional shot of the band. Now, I was very excited for this release. Well, my wife was, being a massive Queen fan, and she really wanted to get this. So I went down to my local independent record store of where I live, queued for 2 hours, and luckily I was able to get a copy. The owner of the store, managed to get 6 copies, so I was one of the lucky ones. And unfortunately, that's where the positives really end. The wife and I were really disappointed with the release due to the amount of surface noise when generated when playing these picture discs. I understand that surface noise is normal on picture discs due to the very nature of the way they're made, etc. And as you can see, I'm not using cheap equipment to play my records. This is a medium budget rig, and but the surface noise on these picture discs ruined the experience of listening to this album on vinyl, which is a real shame considering the amount of money I spent for this. This release cost me £53 UK. The black vinyl version that, like I said, was released in February, costs around £25 to £30, depending on the supplier. And considering the amount of markup, I was expecting better things. But there you go. The recording itself is exactly the same as the black vinyl version. It's the half-speed master from Abbey Road Studios, and he even says that on the run out. So the mold, the impression that made the records is probably the same one as the black vinyl version. It's just that this time it's on picture disc. So the surface noise was really disappointing. It's really audible on the quiet parts of some of the tracks. Especially Bohemian Rhapsody, the title track of the whole album. It's really noticeable, and it just ruined the experience. The other negatives are there's no download code, unlike the black vinyl version, which is just unforgivable. Why is there no download code with this version, considering the expense? I just don't know. I'm not particularly liking the plastic sleeves. They're very flimsy, and they're extremely tight fit when you put the disc in. So I could see those getting perished real quick if you decide to keep playing these versions. But due to the surface noise, I don't think you will. I think this is basically a collectibles item for Queen fans. It's just one of those things you're just going to leave on your shelf and probably play either the black vinyl version or the CD of this album. You just don't get any enjoyment from this album, which is a real shame, because it looks bloody gorgeous when it's on the turntable. But unfortunately, the surface noise just lets this release down. So is it worth your money? No. Due to the expense, you're not going to get the listening pleasure out of this release. This is purely a die-hard Queen fan collectible item, because it's got, you know, it's made by Queen, it's licensed by Queen, and all this, that, and the other. And so, if die-hard collectors of Queen media are going to collect this, and it's just going to sit on the shelf gathering dust, which is a shame. So, if you need vinyl of this album, get the black version. Now, full disclosure, I don't have the black version, but I've read reviews on it on UK Amazon and Discogs that the black vinyl version is really good. So get that version, which I probably will get in due course. And this would just become a collectibles item. So that's my review of the Bohemian Rhapsody, the original soundtrack, record store release, picture discs. Thank you for watching.